Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is Francois, and I will be your host for the next little bit. Yes, indeedly doodly doo. It is Friday night, which means it is time for some seriously trivia. Let's get serious about this trivia, folks. Let's get seriously in tune with it. You know what I mean? Let's have some fun here. Let's do this. Let's seriously be serious about it, okay? I'm being seriously, you guys. Welcome to another beautiful Friday night, friends, family, and everybody else. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're not friends or family, but I have no qualifiers for you. But welcome to the game nonetheless. As I said, my name is Francois, and I will be guiding you through two amazing rounds of Seriously Trivia tonight. We have got some regulars in the house. We've also got some newbies in the house as well. So I'm going to tell you exactly how tonight is going to work, as I stated in the chat, and I do encourage you to get into that chat. You're going to need something to write on and write with in order to play this game, whether it's the classic Mack Flash whiteboard and marker, or perhaps even a notepad and pen. You can even, if you're playing against some people at your house, keep an optional scoreboard going on. Ooh, the full experience. How about that? What we're going to do is, is this a supersized game, Francois? Well, apparently it is. We're going to be playing 10 rounds of 3 questions each half of tonight's game. It's going to be a mix of puzzles and trivia. Now, I encourage you, of course, to call out these categories in the chat once I expose them to you. Because behind one of these categories in each game tonight, I have hidden a bag of Littlefoot Foods pierogies, and that is yours for the taking if you were the first one to correctly and completely spell out the name of the category in the chat. When you pick those, I will write them down on my sheet, and we will do them in order. And in each category, you're going to find yourself 3 questions on a topic. You'll have 20 seconds to discuss it with your team and write down your answers discreetly. Please do not answer in the chat or the comments. Kind of ruins it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's no nice way of saying it. But immediately after you are done doing that, it is answer time. That's right. I'll be revealing the correct answers. You'll be able to correct your own sheet or board and tally up those scores. Now's the time to get into that chat, give some snide remarks about the content, report your score in there, say, hey, give me some music requests. If there's a certain song you would like to hear, I will play it for you in here. As long as it's in Spotify, I'm good to go. Everybody ready to go? This is the hardest part. Let's play. Alrighty, I've got some categories coming at you, and as I said, tonight it's gonna be an extra large portion of Seriously Trivia. Normally, dealing only with 8 categories. Tonight, 10 on the menu for each round tonight. Let's take a look at your categories, and it starts like this. Don't forget, try to broadcast, or try to post these here. I wrote broadcast. I was reading Société de la Sneaky Sticks Chromecast, and it melded into my speech. All right, name the category here. Don't forget, you need to spell it out completely, and give me a minute to write them all down. It goes like this: Life on the Chain Gang, Celebrity Objections, Praise the Lloyd, Dicks, Secret of Nim, Quiz on, Strange Bees, Songs of the Key of, and the ABCs of. There's some new people right now going, what kind of a game is this? This message is held for review. You don't say. All right, here we go.
I've been burned out, I've been hated, I've been fucked up and unsophisticated. Little foolish, I barely made it. Told me to pay a price and so I fucking paid it, but there's nobody fading away here. God damn it, well it's been this way for years. God damn it, well it's been this way for years. God damn it, well it's been this way for years. Yes. God damn it, well it's been this way for years. God damn it, well it's been this way for years. God damn it, well it's been.
It looks like we're missing a bunch. Oh, there they all are. There they all are. I had to scroll down a little bit there. All right, we got our bees coming out here. Right? All these messages are being held for review, of course. And finally, I'm trying to find the last one here. That would be Quiz On. All right. Just want to make sure I've got this all down properly. which is code for saying, I forgot where I hid the pierogies, so here we go. I think I know where they are. And don't worry, I've got this under control. This sweat? No, inconsequential. It has nothing to do with what I just said. All right, everybody, let's start playing some seriously trivia. Get to your boards, get ready to go, because we have songs in the key of... AB must be very close nearby, because songs in the key of is first, and it's songs in the key of innuendo. Ooh, we're starting off the night pretty risky here, folks. These questions are about songs, or annout songs, apparently, which titles are a little suggestive. Let's take a look at these 3 questions, starting with number 1. In 1990, Much Music referred to Air the Cherry Pie video on the grounds that it was offensively sexist. Offensively sexist. That's great. Who sings that song? Number 2. Whoop. Here it is. I dropped it. Sorry. Pick it up there. Dust it off for you. Okay, here we go. The title of this song by The Doors, a cover by the way, refers to a man having an affair with a married woman, exiting before the husband comes home. Looks like Sneaky Sneak has figured out my secret there in the chat. It's the secret code that gets you a lifetime membership to Mack Flash Trivia. How about that? That would be an amazing way to do it. Imagine if somebody figured that out, that every mistake or typo I've done. Oh my gosh, that would be really cool. Number 3, in the planned premiere performance of this song on television, the members of The Who were to be surrounded by 100 topless women playing accordions. I rolled the same category twice. What an idiot. Well, there you have it, everybody. Yes, that's right. I was talking to myself there. I was like, wait a minute. I've got one missing on my board. And I wrote one down as celebrity and the other one down as objection. That's the same game twice. Well, what you gonna do? Hey, everybody, let's keep it moving right now with the answers to songs in the key of innuendo. At number 1, Cherry Pie, offensively sexist, and that is by Poison. There you have it. At number 2, that is not by Poison. That is by Warrant. That is by Warrant, not Poison. What am I doing here? Wow, we're off to a good start, everybody. Off to a great start. Backdoor Man is the song by The Doors that I was referring to, and Squeeze Box by The Who. There you have it. So number 1, not Poison. No, it is Warrant. Yeah, wow. Big mistake right there. Sorry, guys. You can flagellate me later. I promise not to enjoy it. Let's get back to the front here where we've got all of these different categories happening for you. Did somebody add Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit to our playlist? Well, this is an interesting turn of events. Let's keep it going right now and take a look at those scores here in the chat. We've got ourselves a bunch of mulligans. We get some threes. I just love how Potato Skins like actually question themselves. Like, wait, is it Poison? Maybe it is. 3. We get 2. We get 2. 1, 1, 2, and there you have it. All right. Let's keep it going right now, and yeah, keep counting those mulligans because apparently it's about to be a record night. If we're 2 in one game, let's get on to the secret of Nim, where I like to collect all of my Nims tonight. Not even a Nim, it's a homograph. What the heck? What kind of a game is this? Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Did you write this? Did you write this? There's a mirror over there, by the way. All right, so homographs are words that are spelled the same but pronounced differently. In each box, I'm going to give you a sentence that contains blanks. Those blanks can be filled with words that are spelled the same but pronounced differently and therefore have different meanings. But within the context of the sentence, it'll make sense. Let's take a look at number 1. The blank got so frustrated, He threw his needle and thread down the blank. All right, so there's bets being taken right now in the chat. She's got she's the bookie for this one. She's taking the over/under on mulligans. She says 10. 10's a good bet when you like. You're getting 4 extra games tonight. 4 extra games. So that's a lot of room. That's a lot. That's at least 16 by my count. 12, in fact, more questions. And plus all of these extra explanations and stuff. So who knows? This game could go either way. Number 2, the moment the speaker makes his blank, the music and his voice will blank you.
So come and get it. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit. Let shit slip.
Oh, you believe it with a fat lip?
I'm hoping this is just loud enough that those who appreciate it are appreciating it, and everyone who doesn't appreciate it is not offended right now. Number 3, I once knew a hippie who joined a blank. He was known to blank with ghosts. Interesting guy. Or there you have it. That's your Secret of Nim, featuring homographs, words that are spelt the same but pronounced differently. Yeah, that's right. Kind of like, oh yeah, wait, he was in this band. No, was he? Was Lance Bass in this one, or was he in the other one? I don't know. I almost did a segue there, but it sounded really dumb doing it. Let's take a look at the answers coming up for Secret of Nim. It goes like this. The sewer got so mad he threw his needle and thread down the sewer. Ah, see that? That's fun, eh? I like that. At number 2, entrance and entrance. Once he makes his entrance, his voice will entrance you. Ooh, very nice, very nice. And last but not least, I once knew a hippie who joined a commune. He was known to commune with ghosts. There you have it. Sewer, entrance, and commune. And there you go. Lance Bass, or Lance Bass, is an NSYNC. There you go. Funny, because he's the bass singer of the band. Ah, we covered this before, of course. This is old news. Old nudes. Old nudes. All right, the answers are coming in right now. We got some 3 out of 3, a couple of 3, a 2, 2, 3, and 1. Not bad so far. Don't be shy, of course. Get in that chat. Let me know what you're thinking. Once we get comfortable, I'll get to your requests. I missed a whole bunch because I was busy sweating and counting my mulligans. But for now, I think we're doing all right. So I saw something about Def Leppard and something about other stuff too. So I'll try to get back into it. If I miss it, just drop it in the chat anyway. Let's get on to some Celebrity Objection. Celebrity Objection is a fun game because it's kind of like the previous one we just did, where there will be blanks, but instead of blanks this time, it's the first name of the celebrity. So some of these people have last names that are also objects or things that you could use in a different context. For example, here, if we take a look at, I went on a Tom and got seasick. Well, the only Tom that's a celebrity that would make sense to replace there would be Tom Cruise. I went on a cruise and got seasick. You're going to have to do that in each box, and if there are multiples, you'll be getting multiple points for each. So let's take a look at this celebrity objection. Number 1, with no hope left, the prisoner would just criss away for days, locked in his Nicholas. Number 2, can you replace the names here with their last names? Now that he ruled as the evil Ice Steven, he requested a crown made of pure Neil. And finally, number 3 in celebrity objection. With the party approaching, she wanted to hang her Judy as early as possible in the Monty. And there you have it. That is your celebrity objection. And by my math, that is 6 possible points going to your team if you were able to find the last name of these celebrities, which fits within the context of the sentence. Let's take a look at the answers coming at you here. The first sentence, Chris Pine. He would just pine away in his cage. That's right. Chris Pine and Nicolas Cage. Poor prisoner. Poor prisoner. Hopefully he's like Nicolas Cage in Con Air and just gets to bring his daughter the bunny, put the bunny back in the box. Okay, that was terrible. I used to do a better impression of that. Now that he was the Ice King, he requested a crown made of diamond. Neil Diamond, that's right. I don't know a Neil Gold, nor a Neil Silver, but Neil Diamond. Oh, I know him. Pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm talking about? Judy Garland, because the party was fast approaching, she wanted to hang her garland in the hall. Give yourself a point for each you got correct. That would be Chris Pine, Nicolas Cage, Stephen King, Neil Diamond, Judy Garland, and Monty Hall. And that's 6 points for you guys. Trying to get those requests here. I've scrolled back, and I think we're doing okay. And we are heading back to the menu because we've got a lot of games to play today. No time to dilly nor dally. We're going to have to make sure that we get this on because we've got the Games Lounge coming up at 10 o'clock as well. So feel free to join us in there afterwards for a nice chill game of board games and trivia and just having a lot of fun. Kind of like this, but even more lackadaisical. I know. You wouldn't think so, but there it is. We got ourselves, that was a celebrity there, and that's where I thought I hid the pierogies. So we're all about to have a great surprise whenever that comes up. Let's get it going right now with a little bit of dicks, and of course this isn't that kind of show. No, this is going to be a bunch of pictures of people named Richard, Ricky, or maybe even Dick or Dickie, perhaps. There are 5 pictures coming at you right now, and all you got to do is identify the 5 Richards, Ricky, Dickie, Nikki, Don. No, wrong show. Here we go. Number 1. We are back, And I also have figured out where the pierogies are. So we're good. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Everything's under control as it normally is here. And did I forget to wear pants again? Tell you what, man, this show, it's going south. It's going south. Then it's going to go north a little bit. It's going to go west a bit. It doesn't know where it's going. It's kind of like meandering. It's a meandering. That's what it is. Let's take a look at the answers, though. We have ourselves 5 Ricky, Richard, Dicky, Dicks. Let's take a look at the 5 dicks here. We got Richard Madden coming at you here from, of course, Game of Thrones. We got ourselves Richard Gere at number 2. We have ourselves Ricky Gervais at number 3. We had Dick Butkus, with the person with possibly the best name in sports. And we had ourselves Ricky Martin. No, wait. Was that Ricky Martin at the end? I wasn't paying attention. I was busy running around. Well, there you have it, everybody. Those are your dick pics. What can I say? That's enough euphemisms and innuendos for tonight. Let's get down to the meat of the game here. Thanks for the unsolicited dick pic. There you go. Betsy, AB backs me up there. Best sports name ever. Oh, and also, yes, that was a sports alert. Thank you for that. Best name in football, according to Ellipses, it's Haha Clinton Dix. Yes. Yeah. Are you sure that wasn't just part of the Key and Peele skit? Because it sounds like it was in that skit where they're naming strange athlete names. Love that skit. All right, let's keep it moving. We got celebs, we got dicks. It is time for a little bit of ABCs of. And once the ABCs of, you never know what it's going to be. But you do know that each answer is going to start with A, then B, and then C, respectively. And this happens to be the ABCs of wine. Well, there you go. I bet there's some people right now who are cheering themselves on, going, I can do this. I've already drank a bottle and a half of it. I got this, baby. I got this. Prove yourself right. Starting with A, what is the word for the defined geographical location used to identify where and how grapes are grown and made into wine? Starts with the letter A. I'm just going back in the chat right now. It seems to have I've missed some stuff all right, so apparently we went with he's gonna rock in his cage. Is that what it is? He's gonna rock away in his cage, eh? Like rock himself back and forth is what you guys were going for on that last one? Okay. Well, let's keep it going right now with the ABCs of wine. This one starts with B. The process whereby 2 or more grape varieties are combined after separate fermentation. It is International Beer Day. Beer has gotten all the attention today. Now, we're shifting it a little bit to wine. Let's take a look at the last question. Starts with the letter C. A scenic hilly section of Tuscany known for the fruity red wines which bear its name. There you have it, ABCs of wine. Each answer starts with A, then B, then C. Let's take a look and see how well you did on these wine questions. This probably should have been the shot of the night as well. Who knows where that's hiding? Probably with the pierogies, in fact. The appellation, and not appellations, you know, not the mountain range here. We're talking about the appellation. That is basically when something, where the wine comes from, where the grapes are grown. We've got the blend, when you take 2 separate wines that have been fermented separately, and then you blend them together to create a separate wine, I guess. And last but not least, we got Chianti, the Chianti region of Tuscany, which gives its name to the fruity red wines. Every day is beer day is not a wrong comment, Jim, considering yesterday was National IPA Day and today is International Beer Day. I'm like, what's tomorrow? Stouts? Are we doing lagers soon? Is it gonna be Sundale? Ale? Get it? Sundale? No? Alright, fine. We were halfway through round number 1 here, Seriously Trivia, with a bunch left to go, so let's get on with it. The next one is going to be high points indeed. We're talking about Life on the Chain Gang. The scores come in here. It looks like we got a lot of 2s and 3s out there, so that's pretty good. You heard they're good with fava beans. Yes. Imagine if like that in the region of Chianti, they're like, yes, we're very good at wine and we also grow fava beans. Life on the Chain Gang goes like this. In each box, I'm going to give you 5 words. The 3 in the middle contain blanks, and those are the ones you have to figure out. Now, the cool thing is every word can be used with the next one to form a common expression or saying. For example, here we got chain gang, gang leader, leaderboard, and board game. Well, you're going to have to do that in every box, which means 1 point for each correct answer, 9 possible points going to your team if you're able to get all of these correctly. Let's get it started right now.
The party's over. I'm so tired. Then I see you coming out of nowhere. Much communication in emotion. Without conversation or a notion.
Number 2 coming at you in the Life on the Chain Gang. Don't forget, you get 1 point for each correct answer you find.
When the samba take you out of nowhere, when the background fading out of focus, there's the
Oh yeah, I remember this one now. Took me a second.
every moment and your destination you don't know it.
And finally, number 3. And there you had it. I gave you a few extra seconds there to finish off those answers. I got to say those were pretty cool, but yeah, a little challenging. Once you figured it out, though, I think it made a lot of sense. Hopefully, you're one of those people who figured it out. Let's take a look at the answers right here on the next screen. It went like this for the first one. Gong show, show off, off-road, and road apple. That's right. There you go. Gong show, show off, off-road, road apple. Number 2, picking up where the other one left off, we got apple core, core muscle, muscle memory, and a memory bank. Oh, that took me a few seconds. That did take me a few seconds here. And last but not least, we've got bank vault, vault ceiling, ceiling tile, and tile floors. There you have it. Give yourself a point for show off, road, core muscle memory, and vault ceiling tile. That's out of 9, everybody. Look at that. We are moving on and on till the break of dawn. On till the break of dawn. On till the break of dawn. I'm trying to think of what's the name of that song. We should probably listen to it. AB, do your thing. Let's keep it going right now with a little bit of 5-0. Wait, no. It's not 5-0. It's Strange Bees right now. That's right. I wrote them in the wrong order here. Let's get to some Strange Bees. Come on now. Come on now. You know what that sound means? That sound means it's time for your shot of the night, your cheers of the night, if you will. If you're not a shot person, I wasn't until about a year and a half ago. And then I became one very quickly. But if you got one of these fancy little doodads, make sure you get that out. Get your favorite boozy booze out of there too. Oh, God. Just going to do a little. There you go. It's a little better. Little. And this is the time of the night where we come together in a little bit of conviviality, if you will. Conviv, baby. Let's conviv. But if you are not a shot person, of course, feel free to just grab whatever you've got at hand. As I always say, it's a whiskey, wheatgrass, or water, or whatever you happen to be drinking at the time. But let's get together in togetherness and conviviality. To your continued health, everybody. Cheers. All right, let's take a look at what I've got here. And Strange Bees happens to be the shot of the night as well. What do these odd B words signify? So, I can think of a B word that this game reminds me of. A little bit of balderdash, perhaps. What I'm going to do is I'll give you a strange word or an unusual B word in 3 definitions. All you got to do is pick the one that you think is the correct one. If you're ready to go, let's do this. Bivouac. Is it a campsite, a bicycle, or a carpentry tool? Z, thank you very much for that comment. The fact that it continued on. And Aries Angel says the same thing. Make it a longer chain. I love doing that. It doesn't always work. When I can, I try. Next one in the B words, a bannock. Is a bannock a boat, a foot measuring device, or a type of bread? Nice slice of bannock bread. Mmm. You know, I kind of underdid it on my shot. I poured myself like a reasonable shot, and I'm like super regretting it right now. Yeah. Frankie not happy. Not happy with that shot. It was just like up to here. I was like, come on, man. What are you doing? Right? What are you doing? Frankie's going to be making that up later on in the games now. This was going to happen. What does besotted mean? Does it mean infatuated, very sad, or surprised? Shot round redux. Is it just me? Or is the word redux weird? Like the Apocalypse Now movie, Apocalypse Now Redux, is longer. And to me, redux sounds like reduce, right? So shouldn't it be shorter? Should it be a shorter version? I don't understand that. I never like that word. Try not to use it. Now, reflux, that I understand. It's terrible. Different thing. Let's keep it moving right now with some strange bees. I have got your answers right over here. What do these strange bee words mean? Well, a bivouac is a temporary campsite without any tents. Kind of a makeshift, you know, what you see in cowboy movies. You know, they all gather and just kind of sleep right there by the fire with their horses tied up and, you know, very vulnerable. Not like a cloth tent protects you from much, but there you have it. Next up, we've got ourselves bannock, which was a flat, quick bread. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I tried to mislead you there, but it is. And last but not least, if you're besotted, you're infatuated. That's right. I was besotted myself. No, wait, that's not how it is. That's besides myself. Anyway, so temporary campsite, a flat, quick bread, and infatuated. Now, for some of you who may have been like, oh, no, this, I got it. Bannock, a Brannock device, I believe, is the foot measuring thing that you would see. Oh, what? Oh, come on now. Food and drink in one game? Francois, you're a madman. You're a crazy person. Who does this? Who does this? Well, I'll tell you what, you know who's going to be happy you did this? LB, because LB was the one to call out the bees. Beads? Bees? Beads? I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but all I know is that LB, you are now the proud owner of a bag of Littlefoot Foods pierogies. That's right, our major sponsor is still around kicking it, putting out all sorts of new stuff. In fact, if you want to work there, I believe they just put a job posting for some help in the kitchen. So take a look at that and make sure you do swing by, of course, buy some delicious food and tell them Mack Flash says hello. LB, I'll be dropping your name off, and all you got to do is go there and say, hey, I'm the proud winner of a bag of pierogies. And they'll say, hey, congratulations. And then you'll get pierogies, and everyone will be happy. All right, pierogies, go give the name. Go now. All right, here we go. Well, that brings us to our next game, which is going to be 5-0. And 5-0 is going to be a category all about police on television. That's right, these police shows, you know, if it's not police shows, it's hospital shows, and if it's not those, it's lawyer shows, and then they try doing the firefighters, and that usually doesn't go very well, so then they just go right back to cops, and then, you know, the cycle continues. If you've been alive long enough, you've realized this cycle. Let's take a look and see if you were able to pick up something about these police TV shows. On Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Lieutenant Terry Jeffords has twins, named after what television police duo? And the scores were very nice on that last one. 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3 everywhere. Good job on everybody's part on that Strange Bees. Number 2, what film to TV remake was canceled after its main star was replaced with Sean William Scott for one final season? And finally, last but not least, what Comedy Central and now Quibi series is a direct parody of the Fox television show Cops, featuring comedic actors doing a lot of improv? And there you have it, everybody. That is 5-0. Sorry, it's a reflex. That's your 5-0. Police on TV. Let's take a look and see how well you did on that. We started off a little bit of 9-9 for you. What are Terry Jeffords' children's names? That's a lot of apostrophe S's. It's Cagney and Lacey. That's right. He named his kids Cagney and Lacey. At number dos, we were talking about Lethal Weapon. I'm a big fan of the show, I got to tell you. And knowing that it's going to, come to an end, I've been savoring it. I just finished season 2, and I'm about to embark on the Sean William Scott season. The one that got it canceled. And last but not least, we got ourselves Reno 911, one of my favorite sort of improv-y comedy shows. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend you check it out. It's got some great people in it. People you will now recognize because they've moved on since then and done other things. But yeah, Weird Al's best friend is in that show as well. And that was 5-0. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What the heck is a Quibi? Yeah, it's like another sort of one of those, so many platforms right now. Everyone's like, let's produce a show and it'll be huge. And then you're like, who are you? You're what? A Quibi? I don't want that. I love it. It's like Netflix, but it is free on some TV platforms. There you go. Nothing says produced by Yahoo. Yeah, that should make you feel good. That should make you feel good when you're on that show. We're gonna move it on right now with Praise the Lord. A little bit of Bible trivia for you. Just kidding, of course. This is going to be, I say just kidding, of course, but I had a Bible question on Wednesday at trivia. This is going to be ditloids. Of course, ditloids are abbreviations or acronyms of common expressions, sayings, or statements of fact. Given a category like, for example, measurement here, I would give you 12 equals I in a F. You would say, well, that's 12 inches in a foot. You're going to have to do that 3 times here with these fun ditloids coming at you. Starting with number 1, it's a measure or measurement. 100 equals P in a D. Number 2 in the category of literature, 12s equals D of J of N. What? Oh yeah, I got it. I got it. You guys want a hint on that one? I can give you a hint on that one. I got a good one. I might give it away though. Number 3, anatomy. 20 equals F and T on a H. Fiction for some. This is gonna be a great song. This song goes on forever, by the way. It's yeah, it's like 7 minutes long. How does such a catchy ditty featuring such a small animal how is it so long? It's crazy. Let's take a look at your answers here for these Ditloids. Given the categories, of course, hopefully you were able to figure it out with your team. At number 1, a measurement, 100 pennies in a dollar. What's a penny? It's a penny. I know what you mean, but there it is, 100 penny in a dollar. Dollars. Gosh, it's all coming out all wrong. Number 2, the 12 disciples of Jesus of Nazareth. I mean, the Bible's a book. It tells stories, parables, if you will, tales. And, there you have it. Disciples of Jesus of Nazareth. And any other category would have just given it away. So I couldn't go with anything else. We have ourselves 20 fingers and toes on a human. And there you have it. That's your Praise the Lord. And this one is out of 3 points. Out of 3 points for getting the entire expression. So let me know what your scores were. I love how I love LB is like usually very good at these, and she's like, "No, I didn't get it. I was just daydreaming about pierogies," which is possibly the greatest reason. That is possibly the greatest reason to not get an answer correct. Yeah, that guy was like, "I'm sorry, I was thinking about food." Well, what are we talking about here? It's like the Homer Simpson. Mr. Simpson, oh, I'm sorry, we were talking about chocolate? That was 15 minutes ago. We get ourselves quiz on coming up right about now. Then we're going to take a short 5-minute break, just enough for you to stretch your legs, refresh your drink, and come on back because I've got 10 more categories coming at you. We're having a great time. Don't forget to keep sharing your score and tally it up, of course, for the end of the round. People love to see that and share it in the chat with everybody else. While we're on break, if you have not, subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. Go and check out Facebook and Instagram if you want to find out all the different trivias that I'm doing online and in person now. And like I said, one more category, short break. We'll be back with some more games. But first, let's quiz on clothes. Okay, why not? Let's answer these assorted questions about clothing. No tricks here. Just like this. For what type of clothing or clothing accessory is Manolo Blahnik famous? 100 pints in a drunk P and a D. That's great. Number 2, quiz on clothes. What is more formal? A black tie affair or a white tie affair? And last but not least, number 3. In British slang, it means nerd. But in Northern Canada, it's a hooded, waterproof winter jacket. I don't know if there are any Brits in attendance in the audience. That would be a weird coincidence if right now there were people originally from the United Kingdom or Britain that were watching this show, because they would have a weird advantage. But I'm sure that is not going to happen. I'm sure that that is just so far-fetched of an example that could never even happen. Let's take a look at your answers for this quiz on clothing. We had 3 questions. Manolo Blahnik, what does he make? Well, what is he famous for? It is shoes. That's right, we're talking about shoes. At number 2, a white tie affair, more formal than a black tie affair. And finally, an anorak. That's right. Right? Yeah, anorak. I want to know who got that one. Who got number 3? Get a former Brit living in Northern Canada. 2 of them, in fact. So there you go. But you got 3 out of 3, so that would explain it right there. You got yourself the anorak. Well, thank you so much again for being here. Now, this is not the end of the game. As I said, we have got ourselves a whole other game left to go with 10 more rounds. All sorts of different topics and games and stuff. It's going to be a great time, of course, so stick around. Share your score in the chat with everybody. We're going to take a 5-minute break right about now, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. I feel like I usually say something different here, but I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to tell you. So here we go. Sorry, I just wanted to point out that Rock Lobster is still on. Yeah, Rock Lobster, still playing in the background. It's a long song.
Sleep over your good news. I'm
The terrible weather coming out in spurts. It's almost romantic how your plans just do a dance around the sun. Everybody looks so happy together, happy together. I'm not happy like everyone. I'm not happy like everyone. Everybody looks so happy together, happy together. I'm not
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mack Flash Trivia. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here on this beautiful Friday night. I'm assuming it's beautiful in here. I'll tell you what, nice and cool, temperature controlled. I got all the beer I can drink, and yeah, I got all my friends right here ready to play some fun trivia. If you joined us maybe in the midst of the game or perhaps during the break, because this is of course open to the public tonight, I want to go ahead and I'll reiterate a little bit of the procedures on how to play, just in case again we've got some new people. Don't forget to make sure you have make sure you have something to write on, which is maybe a whiteboard and marker or notepad and pen. We're going to be going through the categories here. I've got 10 more categories in round number 2, a mix of puzzles and trivia, and I invite you to shout them out in the chat as you see them come up, because one of them has another bag of Littlefoot Foods pierogies hidden behind it. You could be the lucky second winner of these pierogies. Make sure you do spell them out all the way in the chat, and I will be taking note of those. After that, we will be starting we will start playing them. Gosh, I'm having a hard time. Just not enough beer or too much. I don't know which one it is. We're going to be playing the categories one after another. You'll get about 20 seconds per question to write down your answers, discuss with your team, of course, and solidify that, because immediately after we're done, it is answer time. Now, of course, don't shout your answers out in the chat. Keep that down on your board or paper. I will reveal the answers. You'll be able to mark your own sheet or board and then tally up your score and share with us in the chat. Give us some comments, say hello, send some song requests, even if you have some, because some of you made it through already. And most importantly, let's have some fun. Let's play round number 2, coming at you right about here. Check the freezer. Thank you very much for that, Jim. I did. I not only checked it, I grabbed the beer from the Ziploc bag, of course. Classic me, and then replace it with another beer, put it in the Ziploc bag, and we're good to go. So it's a rotation type of game. It's a few extra steps, but it sure beats washing frozen beer out of your deep chest freezer. Yeah, that was not a fun day. I got lucky, but still, it still smells in there. All right, here we go. Categories go like this. Ready to go? Bang. Oh my goodness. Quiz on, Monster TV, Mystery Bus, Brad Lives, These Three Words, Songs in Kiev, Last Name Basis, Missing Pieces, and Former and Ladder. What's it gonna be? Okay, we got ourselves some songs. Goodness. Then we got Brad coming at you. Then we got Rebus. And then we got Goodness. And we got 3 words. And then we've got ourselves, moving really fast, I'm losing track here. Monster. 3 words, Monster, Rebus. Last name. And it's going to be Missing Pieces. And then it's going to be whatever the last one. No, there's 2 more left. Last name basis. Quiz on. Oh, I love this song. And Former in the Ladder. There you go. All right, we got it. Roll on, we'll roll on with our heads held high. I love this song. It's so good. I love this band. The Living End. I'm like, I love this song. I love this band. What's their name again? Let me look that up. Very convincing, Francois. Very convincing. Let me dazzle you with some questions instead. What's the, how are we doing for mulligans? We still sitting nice, sitting pretty at 2? Looks like it's gonna be an under 10. Oh, I said that too quick. Songs in the key of magic. Speaking of dazzling you, did not even intend that. Regulars know that. I would never be able to do that on purpose. Songs in the key of magic. Answer these questions about magic, songs with magic in the title. Some sort of excitement happening in the upper levels of the studio. I'm curious if everything's okay. Number 1, who first asked the question, do you believe in magic, in 1965? Number 2, songs in the key of Magie. Featured in the movies Trolls 2 and Onward, what magical 1971 song by Focus features a yodeling part as well as singing elves? Please play number 2. I'm definitely putting that on after. It's one of my favorite songs as well. I have a lot of favorites. It's a very long list. It's a very long list. Number 3, what song by Jay-Z is a reference to a potent form of heroin sold by Frank Lucas as seen in the movie American Gangster or Emersian Gangster? Make that 3 mulligans with Denzel. We may make it to 10 after all, everybody, because there was one right there. And the count is 3. Somebody keep track of this for me. Let's keep it going right now. The songs were in the key of magic. We were talking about some magical sounding songs here. And it goes a little something. Actually, you know what? I kind of bent the truth a little bit there, I'm realizing, but I think you guys figured it out. At number 1, we're talking about the Lovin' Spoonful. Do you believe in magic? In a young girl's heart, something, 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 it rhymes with fart or something. I don't know. I don't really know the word, but you know, it's fun. Probably not fart. Probably not. We got ourselves a Hocus Pocus by Focus. You can hear it in the background right now. Yeah, when we get to the yodeling, we'll talk. And Hocus Pocus, get it? Magic. And last but not least, Blue Magic. Blue Magic. On the album American Gangster by Jay-Z, which was inspired, is not necessarily a soundtrack to the movie, but definitely inspired by the movie. Love the movie so much that I'm going to record an entire soundtrack to it of my own. So there you have it. It's called, the song was called Blue Magic. Well, we've got a good start here for some, maybe a little bit of a slip up for others, but don't worry, there are 9 categories left in this round. So let's see exactly what happens. Oh my goodness! It's time to go to Oh My Goodness. Oh My Goodness is going to be your picture round, but more than that, it's going to be an animated GIF round. That's right. I like to do these rounds where I pick a line that is heard in multiple movies. And in how many movies do you think they say, oh my goodness? Probably a bunch. I don't have the answer to that, but it was more rhetorical than anything. So let's keep it moving right now, where I've got 5 animated GIFs from movies where the popular line, oh my goodness, is used. All you got to do is name the movie for each. Of course, it starts with 1. And here we are. Oh my goodness, what a good round. And there's a few good movies in there as well. Some maybe of more cult status, but it's a pretty large cult, if you ask me. Let's take a look. The pan flute solo, come on. All right, here we go. Sorry. I mean, it's hocus pocus by focus. How can you not? We get Star Wars 2, Attack of the Clones. Star Wars, just touch my nose, sneaky sneak. Yeah, all right, front of the camera, right there. Edward Scissorhands at number 2. That's right. Did anybody go Forrest Gump on that? Because I almost did. I know. But not the same. The Great Gatsby coming in at number 3. At number 4, it was Misery. We had Misery in there. And then we had Muppet Treasure Island coming in at number 5. And there you have it. Give yourself a point for each and let me know what you got. It's funny, people say a great movie, number 4. Nicole, you said that for Misery. I still have not seen Misery. I know. I don't know if I'd enjoy it. I'm not a big horror fan, but I don't think that counts, right? I think it's, I don't know. I think it'd probably be good. Should probably watch it one day. I wonder if it holds up. And the scores are coming in right now with 3 out of 5, a couple of 4s, lots of 4s. In fact, we got a 3. What? It's not because I do this. Like, you know what I mean? I do so much. Just, you know, sometimes some of it gets mixed up in there. You know what I mean? It gets mixed up in there. But wasn't she kind of sort of dressed? So, never mind. You know what? I'm just going to dig myself a hole even deeper if I keep talking about that. Let's keep it moving right now because we've already done the first 2. So that means it is time for a little bit of Bradlibism. Bradlib's an invention of my own, which I got to say was probably induced by some sort of chemical. But I'm glad I came up with it. That chemical could have been caffeine for all I know, so who knows? But something definitely had to be working its magic in order for me to come up with a game like this. I'm going to give you a sentence containing blanks that can be filled in with a deconstructed movie title. And by deconstructed, I mean taking every word in order and inserting them into the blanks in order for the sentence to make sense. It's called Brad Libs because it was invented with Brad Pitt in mind. For example, soldiers go to war with machine guns, and War Machine is a movie with Brad Pitt. This time, though, instead of Brad Pitt, it's going to be Reese Witherspoon movies. That's right. So let's take a look and see how many Reese Witherspoon movies you can think of. I'll give you about 3 seconds to brainstorm here. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. For every blank bottle you recycle, they donate money to organizations blank research on helping African blank. What Reese Witherspoon movie fits in here? Heading into question number 2, looking for a Reese Witherspoon movie that fits in here. Even though the words came out sounding blank and he heard her, those were not his blank. And finally, number 3. Drinking blank tea reminded her of blank when she lived in blank. Looking for a Reese Witherspoon movie. All right, to be fair, I just looked up Forrest Gump's mom, and yeah, that's completely different. That is not at all similar, except for the fact that both mothers, I guess, maybe. I was gonna say maybe they even both wore glasses, but nope, I don't think one of them wore glasses. So there you have it. Well, that was your Brad Libs right there, your Reese Witherspoon edition of Brad Libs. In fact, let's take a look and see if you were able to come up with the 3 movies I wanted to hear. Every time you donate a water bottle, they donate money for research on saving the African elephants. Water for elephants. That's right. I've actually seen that. Doesn't that have Robert Pattinson or something in it as well? Christoph Waltz maybe is a jerk. I think so. Cruel. Although the words came out sounding cruel and he hurt her, those were not his intentions. Nor was it his intention, but, you know, that's not the title of the movie. And last but not least, we've got, every time she drinks sweet tea, it reminds her of home when she used to live in Alabama. Sweet home, Alabama. Guys, it's so good. I love your comments, by the way. Yes, Francois. Real different. Good. Gives him 2 Doritos. All right, here you go. Go eat your Doritos in the corner now. So good. What? It's one of those, it's the curse of the trivia man. I see so much information, it doesn't all stick, but then also other stuff doesn't stick because my brain just treats everything like trivial information. So, yeah, much to the frustration of my wife, I'm sure. Let's keep it going right now. It's like, I swear, not everything is trivial to me, just to my brain. Yeah, I think I just had an epiphany and figured that out myself, by the way. The scores are coming in here. We've got ourselves number 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. This is amazing. Good job. Even some people who were surprised themselves came up with 3 Reese Witherspoon movies. I thought this was going to be tougher than it was. Good job, everybody. Way to prove me wrong. It's time for Mystery Bus. Mystery Bus, or Mr. Rebus. And what we're going to be doing here is Rebus puzzles. Now, Rebus puzzles are visual representations of common expressions or sayings. For example, here, we've got the number 4 inside the word film. So we got 4 in film. 4 in film. Oh, 4 in film. Okay, I see what you're trying to do there. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's take a look at this Rebus puzzle right here. Can you solve this? Need to watch season 2 of Movies That Made Us. Yeah, the episode on Forrest Gump. I'm definitely going to be watching that. I watched the first one, and those movies that made us are great. It's funny when you watch one of a movie that you're a huge fan of, and I watched the Die Hard one, and there was one thing in the entire documentary that I didn't know, and I'm like, it's bound to happen, of course, when you're a big nerd. And then when they announced that they were doing a Back to the Future one of Movies That Made Us, I was like, yeah! And then Scott of the Mack Flash was like, really? What else do you need to know about those movies that you don't already know? I'm just curious to see how they're going to treat it. All right, enough about that. Here it comes. Can you figure this one out? And finally, number 3. This is my favorite one of the night. And those are your Rebus puzzles. If you got that third one, I would feel very proud of myself if I were you. Because to me, if you know, it's one of those when you know the answer, you go, well, yeah. But when you don't know it, I think it can be a little confusing. Let's find out if you're one of these people who did actually get this answer right. But first, let's take a look at number 1. We're talking about pass gas. To pass gas or past gas, because it was a gas, in the past tense. So to pass gas or past gas. We get B on the right track. So there were 2 tracks. One of them was on the right. The B was on top of that one. That's B on the right track. And last but not least, my favorite one, that could have been the word century, but the C was missing, so that was a long time, no C. A mulligan? Mulligan? What do you call it? Oh, gas. Ha! There is a mulligan right there. Why are there two S's in gas? That doesn't make any sense. Well, there you have it. We're at 4 now. That brings it up to 4. End of the century. But it's not the end. It's most of it. It was most of it. Like, yeah, I like it. Yeah, but I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it anymore. It's off to our next category, our 5th one of the night. Let's keep it going right now. Let's see, what do we get? Question odds, 2 out of 3. There you go. 2 out of 3. Anti-mulligan. What's an anti-mulligan? It's like I corrected myself, right? All right, let's keep it going with these 3 words. Category we don't really play much anymore, so let's take a look here. It's a bit complicated, but not that much if you can wrap your brain around it. The answer to each of these hints are going to have a word in common. Now, in each box, I'm going to give you 3 hints or questions that are going to lead you to answers that all share a word in common. Now, I don't want you to just write down the common word. That's just too easy. I want you to write down each expression for 1 point each. So it's one of those things like a connection round. Once you get the connecting word, perhaps you'll be able to figure out some of the other expressions. All right, let's take a look at number 1. A prosthetic optical organ, a positive point of view, and church windows. The answers to these 3 things share a word in common. Write down all 3 things. I'm sorry. I just need to pause for a second. Remember when I was freaking out because Rock Lobster was 7 minutes long? And I was like, that's a long song. Get Ready, which is currently on, and we're not going to be listening to all of it because guess what? We've already been listening to it for 10 and a half minutes, and there are 10 minutes left. In fact, I think there are 11 minutes left of this song. Let's see how far we can make it. All right, so this, known in every home, on friendly terms, and a personal identification plaque. These 3 expressions share a word in common. I'm actually enjoying it myself. It's a really good song. Giving you a little bit of time here, I realized that those were quite brisk. No, abrupt. Yes, brisk. Those were brisk questions. They're very cool, that's for sure. All right, expression that means price doesn't matter. Something that means impending. In an Al Pacino football movie. That's what I call the key. That's the key right here. And once again, you're going to get a point for each expression you do get. So write down everything you can, because this is out of 9 points. And there you have it, everybody. That is these 3 words. In each box, you had 3 expressions that share a word. You had to write down these expressions and hopefully pick up 9 points for your team. How well did you do? Let's find out. Let's find out right now. In fact, The first one, we were talking about a glass eye, a glass half full, a positive outlook, and stained glass or church windows. The common link here was glass, but of course I wanted you to write down each of the expressions right there. It did seem really fast. That's why I kind of gave a little bit of extra time in between for you to figure those out. At number dos, we were talking about a household name, which is known in every home, first name basis, and then we've got a name plate, a personal identification plaque is what I said, I think. Unless, what else we got over here? Oh, rose-colored glasses. That's very good for glass half full. I like it, and I'll accept it. Very nice, Sue. There you go. Hey, happy birthday, Sue. At any cost, any second, minute, or day now, and any given Sunday. So you had any, and any. So at any cost, any, if you wrote any second now, any minute now, any day now, any moment now, as long as you had any in there, and then any given Sunday. Each of those is worth a point. That means it's out of 9. Shoot the glass. Shoot the glass. Or a name tag. Yeah. Name tag's good. Name tag is even more obvious than nameplate. So I'll take name tag for nameplate. That's very nice. And there you have it. Si fensta. I love, that's one of my favorite parts in that doesn't make sense in Die Hard. Oh, never mind Die Hard. We're gonna be talking about a little bit of pierogies over here. Our happy mustachioed pierogies. Those feel like mustaches to me, because if the other ones are eyebrows, those have to be mustaches. Also, I feel like this could be the Funko Pop of Littlefoot Food pierogies. Right here. Look at the eyes, look at the mouth, the round head. I don't know, it wouldn't have a body or nothing, but there you go. It's no Renee Pierogi, you know, their actual mascot, but I like this one as well. Thanks to Littlefoot Foods for being our sponsors for so long now. It's been over a year that they've been behind us, and we absolutely love that. They love the show, they love being part of it, and they love seeing you guys come on in. And I hear you guys telling me the reaction of, you know, when you come in, everyone's always super, like, they're always like, oh, thanks for playing Mack Flash Trivia. Like, it's not even thanks for, you know, supporting us, it's thanks for supporting others. And that's what I love about these guys. So thank you very much. Make sure you do visit them, whether you won something tonight or not. Everybody who wants something tonight, I'll be dropping your name over to them. You just got to go over there, let them know, and they'll give you your pierogies. And if you want, you can even get them deep fried right there on the spot, and then just eat them in your car after if you don't want to share it with everybody else. So, yeah, I know. Pretty neat, right? Congratulations to you, Société de la Sneaky Sneak. Did I say that already? Did I even mention who the winner was? Well, it's you, Société de la Sneaky Sneak. You are the winner. I did not say that. I did not mention it. I did the whole spiel. Didn't even tell you who won. That's right. Well, now I did. Now I did, and now you know. Sneaky Sneak, you're back on the winning streak of pierogies. Congratulations to you. All right. I felt like it was well-structured. It's definitely not well-structured. I know. You could probably take a mulligan on that one, too. Make it 5. All right, everybody, we got our last 5 games. Speaking of 5, we got last 5 games to go here, and after that, it's going to be a mad dash to the Games Lounge so that I can sit down and just relax and just chill out with you guys and play some board games, or Gord Bames, which is a dude I know, Gord Bames. Great guy. He's going to be on the Games Lounge, so make sure you check it out if you want to meet him. All right, let's keep it going right now with Monster TV, a category that a lot of people were excited for. So let's see if it lives up to your expectations. Assorted questions about shows centered around monsters. Woo! I think this is exactly what you expected. Let's hoping that this goes on. I love how me and Z were on the same page about that counts as a mulligan. You're so in tune. You're so in tune with me. All right. What is the name of the television version of the classic Bruce Campbell movie series Evil Dead? Don't worry, guys, there's only 4.5 minutes left of Get Ready by Rare Earth. Enjoy it, everybody. Enjoy it. It's actually, none of it has been offensive or annoying. You know, some songs go on too long. You know, or like when a guy just keeps talking and talking and talking, and you're like, get to the thing that we're supposed to be doing, but he just keeps talking and talking and talking, and that could be super annoying. On the American television series Preacher, based on a comic book of the same name. Oh, really? I've never heard of this. What is the name of Preacher's vampire friend? I love this show. And last but not least, let's take a look over here. If you don't stop talking, like that's another one. You're gonna earn yourself another mulligan, young man. On what show do brothers Dean and Sam follow in their father's footsteps and set out to eliminate evil entities that exist on Earth? Now we're at the part where usually people fall off of a very long song. The much maligned drum solo. Yeah, I know. There's nothing, unless you're a drummer, no one appreciates that. Nobody appreciates a good drum solo. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Some of them just, what are you doing right there? What are you doing? This guy's good. He's showing some technique at least. Let's keep it going right now with your Monster TV. Hopefully it was, like I said, up to snuff. I'm not saying anything about snuff here. I'm just saying it was Monster Television. At number 1, it's Ash versus the Evil Dead. That was the name of the television show when they converted the movie franchise to television. At number 2, his name is Cassidy, possibly one of the greatest characters on television. And last but not least, Sam and Dean from Supernatural, a very popular show that I've never seen. Waiting for some Scooby or X-Files, maybe a little Fringe. Yeah, that would have been good. Fringe. There you go. We're going to head over to a little bit of a last name basis with 4 categories left in the night. Let's keep it going right now. I'm just trying to see here. So no Mothra questions, eh? Did Mothra have his own TV show? I feel like Mothra could have like a talk show. I think it'd be really nice. Like, oh, today we're on our show. We're gonna... And then he gets like stuck staring at a light, you know, because there's a lot of lights on stage. Like, I told you we should have never hired Mothra for a talk show. That's a terrible idea. Anyway, now like, listen, Godzilla, who made you producer of this show? And King Kong's all... Anyway, somebody make that into a skit, and I want to see it and laugh my butt off. Okay, last name basis. Come on, this is amazing. You know what happens? When I have more drinks, I talk less. Yeah, that's a false fact. False fact brought to you by Mack Flash. Mack Flash false facts. When I drink more, I talk less. And everything becomes more organized. Trying to make it up on this shot as well. I'll pour myself one of those booze shots from before. You know what this is. It's the shot of the night, the second shot of the night. That's right. This is where I invite you, encourage you to, of course, put your glass up in the air. And this one goes out to all the teams out there who have bothered to get together, whether it was virtually through Zoom or Messenger or perhaps in person, but to share in this fun experience that is Mack Flash Trivia. I do appreciate everybody being here, but of course I do it so that people can get together and be social. I think that's my passion in life. I want to entertain, but I want everyone to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Cheers, everybody. Oh, I felt like there was something solid in that one. I don't know what happened there. A little bit of a chunk. I don't know. I think it was just an air bubble. You know, sometimes? Yeah, never mind. Last name basis, it's kind of like first name basis, but not. A lot of these people that use, stage names, you think it's a stage name, but really, it's actually their real name, but they're only using part of it. A good example, Prince, who's a big favorite of Mack Flash. Prince, that was his real name, right? But he only went by Prince. Well, in this case, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about people who use only part of their name. I'll be giving you the rest of their name, and you got to tell me who they are. If you take a look at this one here, we got Giselle Knowles-Carter. That's Beyonce. Let's get it going with this one. Robin Fenty. Oh, some Eve 6, eh? I love that. And that's one of my favorite songs, by the way, Chris. It's called Inside Out, by the way. I mean, I'm no a body, but you know, I can move. I can do my thing too. All right. We'll keep going with the game. Louise Chacon. And last but not least, Lori Blue Adkins. Who is that guy? We've got last name bases here. Basically artists that go by a certain name, which happens to be part of their real name, but they don't use the rest of it. Let's take a look and see if you were able to figure out who those people are. At number 1, Robin Fenty. That would be Rihanna, and that is her middle name. She is Robin Rihanna Fenty. At number 2, it's no secret, I don't think, that her name is Madonna Louise Chacon. And that is Madonna. That is actually her first name. And last but not least, Adele. That's right. Adele Lori Blue Adkins is the name of the popular singer Adele. So there you have it. Rihanna, Madonna, Adele. Like a wicker cabinet, so free. I love doing this song at karaoke, Inside Out by Eve 6, but it is nerve-wracking because it's one of those songs that starts with lyrics and you have to basically, there's no like key indicate, like you just gotta know where it starts. And man, did I ever screw that song up a lot in the past. You want a high pressure song? Try to do this one. It's good. It goes over really, really well if you got the right crowd, of course. That has been Karaoke Advice by Francois. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. Let's keep it moving right now with a little bit of Missing Pieces. I like this game a lot because, well, you know, you've got all sorts of possibilities here. What I'm going to do is giving you a theme and a nearly complete list. All you have to do is find the missing item. So again, the theme will be at the top. You'll have most of the items in that list, but one will be missing. That's the one you should find. Let's take a look at number 1. Basketball positions. We got ourselves center, point guard, power forward, and shooting guard. Which one's missing? Oh yeah, sports alert. Whoop, 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 whoop. Where's that fancy new sports alert I've got? What's wrong with me? I forgot about that. I was all proud of it last week, and now what do? Just dismiss it? Throw it out to the curb? Poor. Just the sports alert and Leonardo DiCaprio are hanging out together right now in the rejected animation pile. I'm the only one who thinks that's funny. Big Hero 6. The Big Hero 6 are, of course, 6 heroes made up of Go-Go, Baymax, Fred, Honey Lemon, Wasabi, and who? Go wake up the kids. Well, 6 mulligans so far, only a few games left to go. Hopefully I can make it before we get to 10. The 7 virtues are temperance, charity, diligence, patience, kindness, humility, and what? Of course, the 7 virtues, technically, if you will, the opposites of the 7 deadly sins, if that helps at all. And there you have it. That is your... What a great transition. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was an amazing transition. I'm going to have to remember that one. That was your missing pieces for each list. There was 1 item missing. All you had to do was find it in order to... my least favorite for number 3. Please play number 3. No, don't do that, in fact. Let's find out if you guys were able to figure out the answers to these missing pieces here. Small forward. Oh, man. I just thought of an inappropriate joke here. I'm going to let you fill in the blanks. We got Hero. Yeah, get it? His name is Hero, and he's the hero. He's actually the main kid who starts it all. And that's a great movie. If you've not seen Big Hero 6, whether you're an adult or a child, or you have children or not, please watch this movie. It's very, very good. Like, very, very good. Chastity. There you go. Yeah, definitely. Everybody's least favorite virtue. Chastity. There you have it. That's right. There's talk of, yes, I said that's right as I read stuff and not verbalize it. First, a good Marvel Disney thing, and there's all sorts of talks. There's a sequel coming, and there's talks of incorporating live action versions of them into the MCU, which would just... You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be super cool? I know they're going multiverse and stuff, so why not? It could work. You could probably bring in the people from San Francisco. That's where they live. That's right. Yeah, it's a great movie. Let's keep it moving right now because we've got ourselves a few minutes just before the Games Lounge. It's going to be a great time. Let's quiz on monkeys. All right? I've been monkeying around this entire time. Maybe you have a chance here. Assorted questions about monkeys. Katie, the white-headed capuchin, I don't know, capuchin? Anyway, who plays Marcel in Friends, is also the rally monkey for what MLB team? Whoop, whoop, sports alert! Yeah. Yeah, Z set the over-under and keeps adding the mulligans. Something's afoot here. In Japanese folklore, what are the Sanzaru? More sports, I know. What is with this show and the sports content? Usually I try to concentrate it in one category, but not tonight. What type of monkey is Rafiki, Simba's spiritual guide in The Lion King? Sanzaru the knives? Oh, man. Yes, and they're made out of monkeys. Didn't you know that? The handles are actually monkey bones. And if you buy a Sanzaru knife, you are apparently a terrible person. All right, that's not true at all. Another Mack Flash false fact. You never know what you're gonna learn or unlearn at Mack Flash Trivia. That's a t-shirt right there. Let's keep it going right now. It's Quiz on Monkeys. And at number 1, the question was the monkey Katie, who plays Marcel in Friends, is also the rally monkey for the LA Angels. Did you know that? Yeah, here's your sports alert for you. At number 2, the Sanzaru are the 3 wise monkeys. If you wrote down see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, you're absolutely correct, and that is fine as well. And finally, at number 3, we were talking about a mandrill. The mandrill has the colorful face and the big red butt. Wait, that is a mandrill, right? Yeah, I think so. I will definitely play I Write Sins. Probably be better than my request, which I self-injected. I'm not gonna say that again. Never gonna say those words again. All right, here we go. Let's see here. The scores seem to be a little varied and on the low side here when it comes to the monkeys. We got some 2s, we got a 3, we got a 1, another 1, another 1. Mulligan, that is a baboon. No. Okay, and a baboon's not a monkey. All right. We're gonna do that whole monkey ape thing and the baboons and the gorillas and primates. You know what I mean? I think we all got the spirit of the moment here, right? But add it on. I would make it 7. I think we're at 7. I'm not gonna make it to 10. I hope. Oh my God, can you imagine if this former in a ladder was just like 5 mulligans and just boom, that's it? What do I owe you then? I'll get you a bag of pierogies. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. All right, former in the ladder, your final game of the night. In each box, I'm going to give you 3 definitions that'll lead you to words that are 1 letter different from the next. So for example, if I said not alive, your answer could be dead. If I said greeting in a letter, 1 letter off from that, it would be deer if you change the D to an R. And then in the back, you would say rear. All right, so let's take a look at these 3 coming at you right about now. We're looking for a 4-letter words. We're looking for college brothers, a pesky child, and a rhythm. Number 2, it's again 4-letter words, a farcical story. Both kinds use a straw, and a 3D shape that tapers from a base.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to
Take it
hear
easy.
an exchanging of words.
Things falling over here.
What a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful
We're Games Lounge is nothing but mulligans. You're not allowed to count the mulligans in Games Lounge because that would just be like, just close down the channel. We're done. We're over. All right, let's take a look at your form in the ladder. Number 3, we're looking for 5-letter words in this time. It's to write legibly on walls or canvas, and then aches and
technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne. Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved.
Well, what's great about this one is that in each of them, there was definitely a giveaway, and you could word yourself either forward or backward through on the list. So let's see if you were able to come up with the 9 answers I was looking for in this for 1 point each. And at number 1, we had ourselves university or college brothers, a frat, a pesky child is a brat, and a rhythm is a beat. There you have it, 1 letter off from each other. Once again, 4-letter words here. We got a farcical story or a joke. Both use a straw. It is Coke. And I don't know. I really like that one for some reason. It's so innocuous and inappropriate at the same time. And then we got a 3D shape that tapers from a base that is a cone, whether it's a square base or whatever base it is. You got yourself a cone. And last but not least, 5-letter words here. To write legibly is to print on walls or caves. You have paint. Walls are canvas, not caves. And then you've got aches and pains. Give yourself a point for each of those. That is out of 9, my friends. And that, by its own merit, marks the end of the game for everyone. Got stuck on Coke. It happens to a lot of people. And what you got to do is you just got to move on, forget about that stuff, and just keep... Oh, you mean the answer Coke. You got stuck on Coke, yeah. Can you make another RuPaul's Drag Race quiz? You know what? The person who wrote the original one is watching right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and urge them to definitely write another one because that was a great quiz. It was very well written, and I was very proud to present it. And I do think, I agree with you, version 2 is definitely overdue. And you know what? We'll see if we can make you a new RuPaul's Drag Race quickie. So thank you very much for that feedback, especially with all of those beautiful hearts. And thank you so much to everybody who showed up tonight to hang out and play with us. Whether you were in the chat or not, I do appreciate all of you for being here, playing along my game, mulligans and all. We made it to 7. I think we did all right there. You know, it's not so bad. Hey guys, you want to keep this party going? So do I. In about 8 minutes, we'll be hopping into the Games Lounge. The link should appear, I think, once this is over. You should be getting a link to it. If not, it's right there on the front page of our YouTube channel. We're going to be hanging out there, having some fun, having some laughs. It's a little bit of that behind the scenes, you know, it's the Talking Dead to the Walking Dead. It's what we do. And then we just sit around, ask each other questions. You guys get to play. We post your comments on screen. It's a lot of fun. So make sure you do come check us out there in just about 8 minutes or so, which means I got a lot of running around to do. My name is Francois. I have been your host, and I will see you guys next time on Mack Flash Trivia. Bye-bye, everybody. We don't use straws for either.